HQ Garage. Hope you all had a good week. This Friday night I'm in the shed about to install a catch can on the HQ Monaro. So I just have to remind you, this is not a sponsored video whatsoever. The brands that I put into this are not given to me for free. I've bought everything with my own money. Just heads up on that. So yeah, the main reason for putting the catch can on here is because the oil's sort of spraying up and it's coming out of these breathers, and mainly on this side it's just coming through and leaking down into the valley, which I don't like at all. So I don't have any available ports to put a PCV valve on here. Some say you shouldn't really run a PCV valve with the high compression motors. I'm not going to be interested in doing any of that. I can't get to it. The brake booster's coming off the back of the carby. The manifold port is not able to get to because it's quite low down and squashed up between the carby and the manifold. Not sure if you can see that, but anyways, I'm going to put this catch can on here. I'll modify the bracket, put it up on this little area here. Then we've got some Raceworks fittings. I don't have the right sort of angled one from here coming down. I really should have got a 120 degree one, but we'll make do with it. Comes down, we'll come into this one of the ports on the catch can down here, and then from the other side we'll run another hose coming through and join them together, coming down to the catch can on the secondary port. So the catch can is a SAAS catch can, as so. And we've got all these Raceworks fittings that I picked up the other week. We'll do up a bracket, and there is a black bracket that this catch can comes with that will adapt to this. And yeah, it's not a bad looking catch can really. It's got the two inlet ports, and you can drain your oil out the bottom, and you got the breather. So not a bad looking unit. Got some all these fittings are AN12s, and that's AN 100 series pipework. So yeah, I think that'll work quite well. This is the box for the catch can. Again, I'm not sponsored. This is not a sponsored video. I haven't done much with HJ yet, but I've taken the covers off the top of the motor so I can clean the top and give it a paint shortly. So watch this space. HJ videos will be coming up very soon. So there we have it, just throwing the bracket together. Little angled piece of aluminium, the holes cut out, and that will go around the catch can. So I'll throw that down here, and we'll see how that goes. So that's the bracket. I'm just taking the filter off and the little valve, and we'll place this over the top. Again, this actual bracket come with the catch can. There is a bracket that is like a hose clamp that goes around, that come with it as well, with a little mount on the hose clamp, which is quite nifty. So the SAAS brand oil catch can, I just think it's great because it's got the baffles already in it. You don't have to put any anything in there. It's pretty much ready to go with all the bracketry that you can ever think of. So yep, it's a pretty good quality unit with the rubber O-ring as well. Put that on there. Get that reasonably tight. Don't want to over tighten it. And we'll put the filter on top, and I'll nip that up as well. So there we have it. That should be quite good. So while we're here, we'll quickly put on the AN12 fittings. Allows us to go from the rubber O-ring, so it seals that up like so. Don't want to over tighten it. And onto our normal fittings that go onto that, which is one of these. So your hose goes into that, and that goes onto that. So we won't put that on just yet. We need to put the hose into this and clamp it up, and then we can join it all together. And there we go, and that's tight. So what we'll do is we'll replace this, and we'll leave the rubber grommet in there, and put one of these units in there. So that's the right size for the grommet here, and then we've got the thread with that fitting to allow us to join onto once we've put the hose in there. So what you want to do is clean this up by recutting it. So this can happen with the this type of braid, or you can do it with the do the same thing with the metal braid hose that you can get. So we'll wrap some electrical tape around this, as so. Do a couple of goes around it. Because about there is where we'll cut, just on the edge here. Put your safety glasses on. Throw this into the vise. And what I've done as well is I've put a bit of electrical tape here, a bit of tape just to protect it. Cleaning it up with a pair of pliers. You want to get some compressed air and actually blow this out as well. You don't want to leave any crap in there that goes into your motor. Then what you want to do is unwind the electrical tape. As you can see, it's left a pretty clean cut. So that now allows us to run this in over the top. And you want to shift, you want to push this in until it gets up to the threads on the inside there. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but you don't want to go anywhere past the threads. So you want to just turn that around anti-clockwise, and then that's come up. Just back it off a tiny bit, back on, and that's up to the threads. So that's perfect. So now what you want to do is apply some lubricant around the thread, then we can wind that on. Spray some of that on there, like so. What's a good tip is to get some electrical tape. Just place some electrical tape around the end here, so you know you're not going to cause this fitting to go any further down. Now you want to get some crescents and make sure you put some electrical tape around it so you don't scratch the fittings as per such. And tighten that like so. That's the finished product. It's ready to go onto the car, that, and then we can measure up where we need to put the second fitting. Probably a good idea to put a bit of lube on this thread as well, but I'm just putting it on here for a test fit. I'm not terribly happy with where I've this angle here. I was going to hopefully run it in between, but I'm going to run it around the top up here, and it will come past this other side over here with a clamp, make it pull away from there, and hopefully feed into there. So if you can see it, I've ran from the back there around the top and all the way around to the catch can. It's probably a little bit too long, but what I've done is what I thought is I'll connect that up to there so that it's joined onto this hose, and actually might be a lot neater than running over the top of the rocket cover here as per original plan. So now I'll redo this, or do this hose, and then with these two hoses I'll eventually change these out to this 100 series braid, which will look a lot better. So I'm just going to try and see what this looks like. I really should run a 120 degree bend here, which I'll get later on. As you can see, it's not great coming out on a 45. So I've got a 120 degree bend, which will run the hose straight down into this one. And this one here, I could change and put a slight bend in there, like a 25 degree radius or 45 degree radius, and that might actually link it up. But we'll do what we'll use what we got at the moment, and then I'll change it around later on, which is pretty easy. Alright, so that's the finished product. I've managed to get it all up and running, all connected without a problem. That one runs over the back, put little joiners in between, and then straight into the catch can. I think overall it looks pretty neat. Yeah, it all clears, seems to function. I'll tighten this up, but apart from that, that's it. That's my my catch can install. All right, so thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the amount of views and the amount of likes and comments on the last video. So that's amazing to see. Watch this space. There's going to be a lot more videos on the HJ shortly, and I'll probably do a few more on the HQ. There's a few things that I need to do on that, so yeah, watch this space. Please hit the thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, please press the subscribe button and click the bell notification. That'll only help you get notified every time there's a new video up. So thanks very much, enjoy, take care, and tomorrow's video, when this car show goes on, I should have that up probably Sunday maybe, if not Monday or Tuesday night. So yeah, Pro Performance Mandurah, let's see how that goes. It's going to be good. It's going to be some awesome muscle cars there. So yeah, cheers, take care.